guys, welcome back to the channel, man. Today we're gonna be swapping this damn fuel pump out of the EK finally. Well, that's one of a few things that we need to do to get the car ready for Curly to come over and actually tune it and start getting it to make some boost. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but now it's finally time to go ahead and attack this thing. So I probably should have released the fuel pressure before I cracked that damn line. It dumped gas all over the freaking place. But anyhow, I sprayed this area down with some carb cleaner, and dude, it did a really good job cleaning this all up. And this thing is continuing to drip because I did just have this all dry. Don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up. Alright, there's our stock housing, our stock pump, and this is a Walbro 255. This is what we're going to be putting in the car. If you look at the description on this fuel pump whenever you buy it, it explains that it's good up to 500 plus horsepower. I don't know how much further past 500 the plus stands for, but I think there's going to be plenty enough fuel pump for our turbo single cam. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're going to see anywhere near 500 horsepower. Well, at least I hope not. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get this slapped onto the stock housing here so we can get it back into the car. I'm going to reuse this sock because I didn't get a sock with this one. And this sock looks pretty damn brand new. Honestly, the fuel pump looks brand new. And I can tell by the aftermarket hose clamps and the hose clamp holding the fuel pump on that somebody's obviously replaced this before. Alright, there's our Walbro 255 all mounted up on our housing. Got the sock on there, got a hose clamped down, plugged in, the hose is hooked up, everything's tight, ready to go back in the tank. Now, something to note, whenever you guys upgrade to a larger fuel pump, something that's going to move a lot more volume, it is a necessary thing to upgrade your wiring and to basically dedicate a relay to your fuel pump itself, so you don't run into any kind of power or current problems with your setup. And as you guys know, we've already done that with the EK. We actually installed a 14 volt conversion harness from our friends over at Jordan Distributors, man. So I almost certainly have a link in the description down below. Huge shout out to them once again for taking care of us on the EK. And speaking of companies who have taken care of us, the entire turbo kit on this car was provided by MaxpeedingRods. So most certainly, if you guys are looking for a turbo kit for your car, or whether you're just looking for an intercooler or piping even, the entire thing, the whole kit on this car was provided from MaxpeedingRods. Link will be in the description down below to them as well as our promotional code, man. They're most certainly taking care of the DBFam the same way they take care of me. And of course, you fire right up. Just want to check this thing for leaks. And we have nada. Close her up. Alright, fuel pump is done. Now coming over to the engine bay, we have some vacuum lines that we need to run in here. When Curly was over the other day, he explained to me what it is that we needed to do here. So I do need to get a hose clamp on this vacuum line right here because it just slides off so easily. And our intake is going to be basically filled with boost pressure whenever we're making boost. And things like this will pop off. So any of our vacuum lines like this are gonna need some kind of hose clamp, or some of these smaller ones I might be able to get away with just putting a zip tie and just tightening it down. I mean, this car's not gonna be running no like 15, 20 PSI or anything, you know what I'm saying? But we do wanna go over the vacuum lines and make sure we're not gonna have any problems with them popping off. So we have a vacuum line here on the wastegate that we need to run. So I need to connect this over to this one right here is what Curly recommended. So we'll need to put a T here and run a vacuum line over to the wastegate. And then we also have one on the blow-off valve over here that we need to connect. So for the blow-off valve, I'm gonna end up probably just teeing into like one of these smaller ones. I don't know, we're gonna get it figured out. Now with our turbo kit from MaxpeedingRods, it did come with a couple of T's and some of these little like hose clamp type things. These are like factory style. I'd imagine these are going to be strong enough. I mean, it is just a vacuum line, right? It does look like we have the right size tees here, so I hope we do. If not, we'll have to run to an auto parts store and go grab some. But the only thing is that it came with blue vacuum line, so we're not gonna run blue vacuum line in there. So I did get some black vacuum line. I just have an assortment here, and this is really thick stuff that is not gonna compress like under boost, you know what I'm saying? So let's get this done. All right, we got our fuel pump done. We got our vacuum lines all finished up. I took it around the block right now. I kept it under 4,000 RPMs, but you can hear it making boost. And the blow off valve, the little it sounds sick, bro. It really does. I had to bring it back home. I'm like, yeah, I need to not drive this until Curly tunes it, or else I'm gonna have too much damn fun with it. Anyhow, just so you guys know, Curly and I have been like back and forth. Like, he's hit me up like, hey bro, you home? And like, I didn't respond because I was sick those couple of days. And then he came out, but he forgot the jumper harness, because I didn't order a jumper harness because he said he had one, but then he forgot it at home. And now he's been setting up. He's got some stuff going on, which is really freaking dope, dude. Really exciting shit. I'm not gonna get into his personal business, but he's got some exciting stuff going on in his life right now that he's trying to work on and get set up. So whenever he has the time, he'll be over here. Maybe tonight. I have no idea, but I doubt it's gonna be in this video because I gotta get this video up for you guys tomorrow. Anyhow, I do have injectors. These are RDX, I think they were. I ordered the injectors that Curly told me to get. So I have injectors, and they did come with pigtails. Curly mentioned that he would help me wire in the injectors. I mean, I'm sure it's something I can handle, but at the same time, I would rather do it while he's here, you know what I'm saying? Because once I put the other injectors on, the car isn't gonna be operable. Like, we won't be able to move it around or drive it. I'd have to push it because an adjustment has to be made to the ECU for the new injectors, because those are a lot bigger. So, speaking of injectors, you see how this thing sounds like a Subaru? That's because one of the injectors is clogged on this thing. When Curly was over here the other day, he helped me diagnose that. So if you unplug any one of these, it gets worse. 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 But if you unplug this one, nothing changes. And it's not the circuit, because see, if you unplug this one, it gets worse. But if you take the wiring harness from this one, plug it over here, it levels back out. So yeah, that injector right there is clogged up. So whenever it comes to clogged injectors or needing injectors cleaned, I always go to JB Engines, Cody. Same guy did all the fabrication work on the EK. The same guy that we just took the intake manifold over to and had him plug that up. Ironically, when I did that, the injectors were in it. I kind of thought about it, but I just, you know what I mean? It was a Sunday and I didn't want to bug him, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, Cody is busy until Monday, and I kind of want to get this thing running good like right now. I don't really want to wait till Monday. If I have to, I will, but I want to give it a fair shot myself to try to unclog the injector. I want to see if we can do it ourselves. So what I need to do is go ahead and pop the fuel rail off. I'll pull that injector out, and then we're going to try to clean it. I'm going to use this empty Hawaiian punch bottle to catch the gasoline to catch the gasolina, my friend. Oh, there's a little bit of Hawaiian punch left in there. All right, now I'm just sending it, dude. Popping this fuel line off of here. I'm not really relieving any pressure other than just loosening this. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm worried about catching the gas, other than I just don't want it all over my engine bay. Oh, wow. Okay. That's all the gas that came out. Alrighty, we'll just pop the freaking rail off. So I was able to just pop the rail up just enough on the one side to pull that one injector out that we need to work on. All right, so I got our injector and I was able to get a piece of this hose to go over the top of it. I mean, it's crazy freaking tight, dude. I had to work it to really get on there. So, and then I cut it just a couple of inches long. Now what I'm gonna do is actually put the straw in the other end that goes to our carb cleaner can. And then I'm just gonna literally electrical tape the living shit out of this straw to that hose. First thing I'm doing is just wrapping the straw itself with electrical tape just to make the outside diameter of it a little bit thicker. So now I can go ahead and put that into the hose and then it kind of fits more tightly, more snugly inside of the hose, you know what I'm saying? More snugly. Whatever, bro, whatever. Now let's go ahead and wrap the hell out of this thing until I run out of electrical tape. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna put that much. Here's the setup. So we have the injector hooked to our hose, and which is then hooked to our straw that connects to our carb cleaner. And I just have electrical tape wrapped around that whole contraption to make it work. So I had an extra plug that I was able to make this little temporary harness. I have it running down here to a motorcycle battery. I have the negative hooked up. We're plugged into our can. So the idea here is I'm gonna press the carb cleaner at the same time that I'm gonna connect the positive, and hopefully, like, we see, hopefully this thing just kind of doesn't really spray out and then start spraying out. It's basically like the thing's clogged up and we see it unclogged. That would be ideal. Oh, we got a leak. We'll get some more electrical tape. All right, take two. Hey, we're starting to get something out of the injector. Literally nothing is coming out. At first, nothing was coming out. There it goes. Sick. All right, our tape ain't holding up very well. We're starting to get something out of the injector though, which is promising, right? Alright, I went ahead and I taped the living hell out of this thing once again. I just want to get one more good spray through this thing, you know what I'm saying, before you put it all back together. But straight up, dude, whenever we first started, it was just making a click. Like, the injector was just making a clicking sound whenever I would touch it to the battery. Now it's like full-blown spraying a pattern out. So I think that definitely helped. I think it worked, dude. Screw helped. I think it worked. So whenever I'm hitting it to the battery, I just want to show you guys, I'm not holding it straight on there. I'm doing like a tapping, like, you know what I mean? All right, one more shot. Screw it, send it. All right, there is our newly cleaned injector. Let's pop it back on, see if it worked. All right, everything is put back together, tightened up. Now it's the moment of truth. What do you guys think? Do you think it worked? Put it in the comments down below right now, no cheating. And yeah, I don't have the keys. Damn it. Dude, I do this more often than I would like to admit. Look at that, here they are. I'm actually really excited about this. I'm hoping it worked. I built up some fuel pressure. Cycle the key a couple times. Here goes another. Sounds a little better, but not 100%. Well, that's a little bit depressing, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually really looking forward to that having fixed it. But what I think it is obviously we kept blowing through that tape. I'm sure it would have worked. I didn't just pull that out of my ass, you know what I'm saying? I actually looked it up and found quite a few videos online, people doing this exact same thing, and it working for them, just minus the fact that I was using electrical tape. The video I watched, the guy was using a shrink wrap, or there's obviously a lot better methods than using electrical tape. I just figured I would try, you know what I'm saying, with what it is I have here. So it was an experience. Maybe we'll try to do it again some other day. Yeah, I'm gonna take the injectors off. On Monday, Cody will be available, and I'll just take them down to him because he actually has a setup for cleaning injectors, you know what I'm saying, to do it the correct way. And then we'll take all 4 and then not only clean them, he's able to flow test them and we'll obviously make sure that they flow to the rating of what they are, but also make sure that they flow the same, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that's probably it. I'm sure we probably cleaned it a little bit. I mean, you guys seen at first nothing was coming out, and then it started giving us a spray pattern. But what I think it is we didn't clean it completely. We just kind of broke it up a little bit. Guess what I found? My freaking windshield tool, man. So I got this from Harbor Freight quite some time ago. This is whenever we were, I believe, cutting the windshield out of Bravus Integra. Anyhow, it comes with 2 handles and then this little wire that connects them. Like you actually run the wire is basically like a saw, dude. Like you, all right, where's the T-handle, my jigger? Oh, what I do with it? This. All right, so this thing, it has a little piece on the end that you stick that wire inside of, right? And then you shove this through the window, in which shoves the wire through the window. So then you'll have a piece of wire on this side, and then the other side of the wire will be on this side, and then you hook the handles to it, and then you just go back and forth in like a sawing motion, and what that does, it just cuts through the glue. And that pushed through the glue really easy. I almost feel like I could just cut the whole thing out with this. Anyhow, it's a lot easier to do whenever you have 2 people, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, I want to try to at least get the windshield out of this tonight. If I can get the windshield out of this, then I'll feel pretty damn accomplished. We made some steps in the right direction on the EK, we messed with the EP3, and then we also did something to the S10. Be a pretty good day. All right, I'm gonna try to put this through in the middle. My idea here is if I can start in the middle. Come on, go through there. Yeah, buddy. So my idea here is if I start in the middle, I can kind of reach it, you know what I mean? And go and then cut my way all the way around and then get to the middle on the top. And then I can go to the other side and do the same thing. And hopefully I'll be able to do this by myself. All right, we are in business. Ugh. Flung shit at me. Oh, success! Oh yeah. There she is. That is interesting. This window seal or glue, whatever it is you want to call it, it's like really soft, dude. Like it doesn't harden. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The only glass I've ever taken out before is out of Hondas. So this is my first American vehicle. Maybe we just use something different here. Well, I mean, it's not like the Hondas I've worked on weren't built here in the United States somewhere, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's weird. Anyhow, I have a gasket scraper in the garage. I'm gonna go grab that and see if that might speed this along. This stuff is gross. Oh my god. Well, I got as much of it off there as I could. Dude, this stuff is like tar. It's gross. But yeah, for the most part, I got quite a bit of it off, man. There's like a thin layer still on. Well, a lot of that black is the primer that they put on before they put your windshield on. But yeah, I got enough of it off that I can come back with a wire brush, because I'm gonna come back with a little wire wheel and I'm gonna clean all this and get it all shiny metal, you know what I'm saying? Completely get all of that years of built up freaking crap out of there before I go to primer the entire truck. Hell yeah, man. Oh. Almost forgot my tripod. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today. Now, if you've seen in the beginning of the video, the giveaway is coming up to an end, so you have 14 days left. 2 weeks. August 15th is going to be the very last day that you are capable of entering to win the EK sedan. So if you guys haven't entered already, I most certainly recommend you do it ASAP, because not only can you get double entries on cups and stickers, but you only have 2 weeks left, man. So even if you have entered, now is your opportunity to go in there and get some more entries, you know what I'm saying? This thing is coming out really dope, dude. Don't worry, as soon as I get this thing tuned, Curly comes over and gets it all running nice and safe. We are definitely gonna go do some driving videos, and I'm gonna show you guys some pulls in the car and everything, man. I drove it around a little bit today, and I'll tell you a couple of things. It is still just as comfortable as it was, man, whenever I was daily driving this thing on a regular. And the air conditioning gets so freaking cold that you have to turn it down, dude. I'm dead ass serious, bro. Like, it starts getting so cold inside of there that you have to turn it down, man, and you get out of the damn car, it's 110 freaking degrees. So yeah, the air conditioning is working amazing on this damn thing. This is gonna be a really dope daily driver for whoever does end up winning it, man. I hope you guys get entered, and I wish you guys all the best of luck. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Peace out, and I'll see you on the next one. In which, by the way, I ended up going and getting that second birthday gift for myself. It's actually in the garage, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the footage of the video at some point today. I'm staring at it right now. I'm not gonna show it to you right now, but we are gonna make a video on it, and I'm super freaking excited for it, dude. It's a tool. It's a tool. It sucks that it's the weekend and I need to go and pick up some stuff so I can do some practicing with it, but I can't because they're all closed. So I have to wait till Monday. Gotta wait till Monday to go pick up material, and I gotta wait till Monday to go get my injectors cleaned, man. Weekends are so bittersweet. Peace.